Well, hello world. How are you today? It is, well, about halfway through October. So I thought it would be fun to do a little more Halloween makeup. Let's see. Let me just do a couple here. There we go. One more that it will let me do. There we go. I wish it would let me do all of them, but it won't. Okay, so I'm going to do a new look today that I've never done before. That some of them I like to repeat from other years because I liked them and can't find anything better. But I found this because it's interesting. So this is like an octopus. I guess an octopus woman. Kind of cool. Maybe she's like some sort of a sea. Maybe she's like a sea witch. Sort of thing. All right, so I'm going to start real quick here with some foundation. And I thought I would do, oh, I guess, I don't think you can see it. I think it's fading. But I have some sun that I got over the summer from swimming in the pool. And now I have like some sun discoloration. And I don't know if you can see like right here and here that my neck is lighter and it's darker here because for some bizarre reason it faded here, just here. And why? I have no idea. So I'm going to show you with this foundation, not that one, with the foundation, how you can correct that. I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to pick up this right here, and so you can just go over, even if it's on your neck, and blend this. I think I just need the darker color here, to where you don't see this whiteness here. I don't know if you see it as much. I go back and look at the video and can see it there and think, oh, why is it like discolored? I don't know. I don't know why it's like turned totally white again, but just in these two places. And it almost looks like the collar of a shirt wore it off. Except the thing is, if I rub it, I can't get it to come off. I am fading it with Sotox though, which is one of our skin lightening and brightening serums from Lime Life. Look, no, it's not there. That's great. So let's do the face a little bit. That's what that is. So it is lightening it, making it lighter. And it has Sanji mushroom in it, which is what lightens and brightens. All right, so we're going to just put this on real quick and see if I can do that somewhat wackadoo look here. Here it is again. Like I said, this is one I have never tried before. And this is actually, the printer printed it this way, but this color is actually like a raspberry color. So in the picture that I saw online, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm putting a little foundation on all over real quick. And then we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do concealer, which is what I have a little bit left of that's number 2. Concealer. And we're just going to put this on. Luckily, I do have another one of these in my stash, my supply stash. So this is my favorite time of year to come on and do makeup. As I love doing Halloween. I hope you are having fun. Look at the difference in that right there. You want some good coverage? These are some serious, serious dark circles. I don't know, I think I have some of the darkest circles I've ever seen. And I wish that I could get them to actually fade and go away. But no, they remain. But that coverage is super. And then I'm going to do, well, let's stick to the one side. That didn't pick up enough product. Also, we'll do it up here. Oh yeah, she has her brows done, I see. Oh, but you don't have to do all of one of them. All right, then. Yep, I'm definitely getting low in this little pan. So I guess I will do the brows as well, because mine are too sparse. Kind of light. And there we go. There is all the concealer. And I did have a blemish there, and I don't know if you can even see it anymore. I don't think I really even need to put concealer on it, just the foundation. Good. So that's quick and easy. Let's put that in the wrong spot. I only get my powder, my translucent powder. This thing, stay up where I'm putting you, please. It's just going everywhere. This is the translucent powder right there. We'll set all the makeup here. Trying to decide if I want to try to do this like a mirror image or if I want to do it how it matches the picture. I don't think it matters really. Almost easier to do a mirror image for some reason. I'm just going to put a little powder on real quick. All right, there we go. Now we kind of have our base. Oh, you know what I need to do? I've got to put that here where I put all of this foundation. Got to set it with powder. You don't want to get it on your shirt. And it will rub off if you don't set it. Which is the case with any foundation, any makeup. Will come off if you don't set it. There, now you can even see that. It's all one color. Just awesome. Now, let's start with the brows. And I'm going to use this color here. I'm just going to do it dry today because it's a little faster. And you can do it and get the brush wet with setting spray, or you don't have to. All right, now I've got to decide which way I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do the mirror image just because I'm liable to mess it up if I don't. Meaning when I turn this picture around, it'll be the opposite. It's just easier to copy. Okay, so that means this brow is only going a little ways. Okay, not as dark. Didn't get as much powder on there apparently. Okay, then we're going to do this, which just makes the end of my brow look smaller. There. So that's pretty quick and easy right there. Just cannot touch that without it. I mean, you would think, like, why is it top heavy? I don't know. It's just a piece of paper. All right, so now let's do the easy side first. So we're going to do the eye. And I'm going to use the James Charles palette, which is Morphe James Charles palette. Came from Ulta. They probably don't have this one anymore. It's probably been discontinued, but I don't know. You never know. It just has a bunch of bright colors. And it's fun to do like these Halloween makeup looks with it. All right, now let's see what brush I'm going to use here. Let's use this one. Okay, so the colors I think I'm going to use, I'm going to start with this real hot pink. And I'm also going to use that aqua color right there. Okay, so her eye, as you see, has pink on the inside and that aqua on the outside. So let's start with that. Pink. So it's about halfway. Across. I'll show you again. This is what I'm attempting. I guess it's, like I said, I don't know if that's supposed to be the sea witch or an octopus. Looks like an octopus on her face, which I thought that would be kind of fun and different. Definitely one I've never tried. So I'm putting this hot pink here. So it goes about halfway. What is this color called in this palette? It's called Skip. And the other one is called Playground. Skip on the Playground. There you go. All right, so they're halfway. Then you can see a little bit of this pink in the corner of this eye. Hopefully I'll remember which way I decided to do this and not mix it up. Oh, kind of cute. Okay, I don't think I need to go further over with that. All right, so we're going to clean this brush, and then we're going to go to the aqua. And I'm going to put, first I'm going to put it just halfway across. It's interesting colors. I feel like cotton candy. Kind of what it looks like. And, you know, she doesn't really have it a whole lot blended. She just has these colors next to each other, so we can do what we want, right? And then I'm going to get, let's see, I need some sort of a brush. Oh, that'll work. Okay, a little brush like that. Because she has it very pointed over there. Like that. Ooh, that's cool looking. Okay. That's something else right there. Now it does look like she has maybe some white in the middle that she blended it with. So we'll get to that in a minute. All right, then, okay, she doesn't have it over there. Over here, we go halfway across under the eye with this. So guys, no, she does not have eyeliner. She has this. All right, good, no eyeliner. Easier for me. There you go. Then we're going to go back to this hot pink. If I can get all that blue off of there. And she has that on the inside. There. Kind of all the way around. Very interesting. All right, now I'm going to go to this white. There's a white color in here. Big white. And the white, does that have a name? Flashback. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of blend these. It's like just on, it kind of blends them. Oh, hi, Holly. Are you at your event or is it raining? Here's what I'm doing. Kind of an octopus look. Something I've never done before. Like, always on the hunt for new Halloween things to do, but some of them, they're not as good as like the other ones I've done. So I have a tendency to go back and do the same ones because I like them better. Okay, so then she also has a little bit up here at the top. And I think this white looks like she just used it to kind of soften it. Now she has white in her waterline, and my waterline, it was only above the blue. Okay. My waterline will not do that because it will just make me cry, like make my eyes tear. So I cannot do waterlines. My eyes say no. So, okay, no. Okay, there we go. Just irritates it. Oh, the whole thing got rained out? Oh. Well, I didn't send you a message because I thought you were there. But I did send you an invite. So hopefully you got that. All right, so there's that. Oh, she has some shimmer white. Ooh, I think I've got some shimmer white in the corner. Somewhere I have shimmer white. Of course, it's the last one. I've only got 3 of these. There it is. It's a little shimmer. That's the shimmer white. All right, so let's put that. Well, I shall entertain you instead. Well, you're probably glad you didn't have to go in the rain, though. Okay, so I'm going to, like, take some of that out, okay? Put this white in here. That's shimmer white, all right, okay. I think hers is even more glittery, but I don't want glitter in my eye, so I'm happy with this. Now, let's see. And decide what I want to do first. Do I want to do it straight onto my skin, or do I want to... Well, it'll look like this. I think I can. I think it's bright enough. Oh, you were there earlier, but then you went home. Okay. I gotcha. Well, at least you're not there in the rain. I hope it went well. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, what do I want to do first here? Let's do, I think I want to do this. I'm going to take my lighter foundation, porcelain, and some sort of a brush. Maybe that brush. Okay, and I'm going to draw this on. All right, so above this eye, we have, so this goes about 3/4 of the way over, about that far down. Okay, that is a big fat, too fat. Let's try, I need something smaller. Because it's kind of a little point. Do I have a brush like that somewhere? Oh, here. Okay. Use that one. Well, somewhere, you know, somewhere I've got that other one I always use too. Here it is. Okay, let's try that one. All right, let's try that again. I just need a skinnier line in that spot. So that's like a curve. I don't know if you can see it, but it will make the color show up better, I hope. You don't actually have to see this. You have to see what I'm going to put on it. Okay. All right, there we go. Now that is going to be that swirl, I hope. All right, let's get the bigger brush again and fill it in. Yeah, you can see that. Now this woman has colored it up on into her hair. I don't want to do that. Besides, I'm not sure that will show up in my hair. My hair's a lot darker. All right, there's that swirl. Now, on the same side, we're going to do, my nose is tickling. I think it's cat from the cat. All right, let's do, right from Godiva. It's about in the middle. The curve of it is in the middle. So let's do that. I always try to anchor it. You know, find a place I can identify where is it and try to put that down. And it goes like that. Okay. Okay. You know, it really doesn't matter if it's the same curve anyway. As long as it curves. Okay. It looks like a duck. It's not a duck. All right. And let's go back to the bigger brush again. And we're going to fill all this in. His eye is unhappy. You know, she's got to have that glitter over there too. I think I can barely see it in the picture. Would be the same over there. I'm going to put that one on there too. Okay. This looks like it just drops off the edge of her jaw. Can't see under it. Definitely looks like a goose or something. All right, let me get... The thing is, my eye is watering here, so do I want to put that on there now? I think it has something to do with the fact that I have the fan on. And my eyes don't like it. Don't like the fan. All right, let's try this white. I don't know if you can barely even see that. Can you see it at all? I don't think you can see it as well on that side. Like in the shadow a little. Just trust me, I put it there. Okay. Now I've got that. Then we got to do this one over the eye. That's going to be fun. That will be challenging. Now, let's take a skinny brush again. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so it starts in the inner corner of the eye and swoops down to like halfway between, because her face could be a different size than mine, halfway between her, it's like about her nose and her lips. So it goes to about there. So I'm going to start with the inner eye. Oh, let's see. I want to go, let's give myself a target. So I want to go to about there, I think. All right, let's see if I can hit that target. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have swooped low enough. That's how. Well, a little lower, but that's fine. It's probably better, actually. Then, it goes a little ways outside of the eye. Okay. I'm not too sure where to put the swirl yet, so I want to get this part done, so I'll kind of know where to go with that. Trying to figure out how skinny it gets. Alright. Then we're going to go swirls way on around, okay. And still more. Okay. Swirls way on inside there. Cute. It's gone dash, dash, dash right here, and I didn't even do that on purpose. It's because my skin is moving. You know, the old mobile skin. You don't realize how quickly and how badly your skin gets where it don't fit anymore. I mean, it might look like it fits, but then you start doing this, you realize it's like not attached anymore. Sure, it looks fine. It's tricking you. It's not fine. Almost feels like you could take it off and put it back on. It's a little stretched out. Put it in the dryer and shrink it. Okay. I'm just going to take this bigger brush again, color this all in. So it's actually pretty big. Is it kind of fun? No. You know, I probably didn't even need to put concealer on here because I'm putting this on. Oh well. Oh well. Too late now. So we just have an extra layer. It's fine. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Well, I hadn't even decided whether I wanted to put this on, but I think the color will show it better if I do. You could do it without putting this on. With the eyeshadow, and plus it'll keep me like in the lines. It's harder to make lines with eyeshadow. Okay. Now, that's a pretty fat leg right there. Probably was not quite as fat. I can fix that actually. If I get my foundation, and let's use this brush. And I can like cover over it again. You see how you can just layer all this stuff? We don't want a fat octopus. Let's make it a little thinner. We don't want to go too crazy with it though. Alright, there's that. And now, so that's the lower part of this lake. And then we gotta go to the upper part. So we're gonna pick that up. Kind of, you know, where this is. I feel like if I close my eye, I can't see what I'm doing. Try to see what I'm doing without closing my eyes. It's not working. Alright. Then we're going to go up through the brow. My eye is stinging. Why are you unhappy? It usually means I have something in my waterline. My eye's burning. Okay. So then we're going to have up through the waterline, up through the eyebrow, I mean. It's on my mind now. Okay. And when we get up there, it curves. Oh, it's kind of actually squiggly. Oh, this even has shadowing. Oh, that's cool. All right, I've got to do it this way. I like it squiggly because that means I don't have to be straight worth nothing. I get to be crooked. I love that. Like, oh good, crooked. All right. All right, so then this one is straighter though. There you go. Now, we just fill that in. Let's start up here. I'm going to make this unevenness a little more pronounced. It's just like bumps. My eye is like really watering over here. I probably got that stupid eyeshadow on my eye or something. And now my eye is mad. It's very bad. Okay. Let's go over here. It will get over it. It will have to get over it. Because, you know, we're doing this. Alright, and then we have that. We just go right on top of your eyebrow. Make sure you cover it. Fill in all of this area, including the eyelid. Now, next thing I want to do here is set this eyelid with powder so it doesn't crease. I'm keeping my eye glued. One eye closed. Finding my powder and setting that. All you do is press a little powder on it. Okay. Also have serious creases here. I'm going to set some powder on that too. There. Now, I can't see it very well, but that's okay. Now, let's start with the pink. I think I'm going to use this a little bit. Do I want the darker pink? I think I do. That color pink, which is called, it's called Love That. I love that. And here's my, and she's got the, look at her blue lips. Thing is, I do not have lipstick that color, so, you know, I used to have a wild lipstick color. I wonder if I still have that somewhere. Ooh, but it's not blue, it's purple. I don't know if it's any good. purple. That's almost black looking. I don't know if I have one that color. This was from some Halloween sometime. We're going to try what I was going to try, I think, because I don't think I have. I don't think I have one that color. Had I thought of it, I could have gone right to the store for it. If I was wearing it out somewhere, I would probably go look for lipstick. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Okay. Now, let's do that pink. Let's do... Ooh, I don't want too big a brush. Let's use this same brush. Use too big a brush, it's going to get away from you. Let's start with the little one. So on the outside, yeah, that'll be okay. We're going to push this. This almost looks more purple, but that's okay. I like it. I'm going to just press it. So it sticks to this like white looking foundation. Sticks to it really well. And it shows up so much better. So if you put color on your face like an eyeshadow and it's like it doesn't show up, put down like a white, really light white color, and it highlights it. Oh, we're playing the music again. Notification. Okay. I think this one, it goes about halfway actually. Yep, this one's about halfway. So I'm enjoying this one because I've never tried one like this before. Okay. There we go. And then there's that side. Pretty easy and quick to do. Then, this one is a little fatter on this color, wider. So here's our kind of squiggly bumpy side. Will it show? Yeah, it does show up. Okay. I was gonna say, can you tell on the video? Yes, you can. Okay. So then, all right, let's go to the brow. Okay. And we're gonna go make sure I leave some for the blue. Michelle, if you said anything, it's not showing it to me. But that's okay, I see you're there. I am so enjoying the weather we're having right now. Oh, there you go. Sorry, you were having trouble posting. Oh, yeah. Oh, probably Facebook. Now, this goes a little further down. Good to see you. Now, this has the blue only outside of the eyelid. It doesn't have any blue on the eyelid. Interesting. This is a little darker than the other pink I have on. Can you tell that? I'm not sure you can even hardly tell. It's a little more purple. Blends with it really well. Does for her too, though. Okay. Finish filling it in. Let's see what we're working with here. It's a little blotchy because this brush is not, because it's a little small for this spot. It's all right though. I look like I have a weird pink snake coming out of my eye. Oh, I do. All right, so then we have pink all under here. Holly said, hi, Michelle. In case you didn't see that. All right. Can't believe it is more than halfway past October. Gotta be careful I'm not going too far. This pink stops about right here. Yep. And then the rest of it is blue. The curly Q is blue. Oh yeah, there's coloration all under there. Okay. Kind of a skinny spot. You can see the texture in my face through this. I feel a little bit like Harley Quinn. Yes, I have a picture. I'll show it to you. Supposed to kind of be an octopus, I guess. That's what I'm attempting. This looks like a big amoeba or something. All right. Now, trying to decide what I want to do next. I guess we'll do the blue color next. And then the other things. Okay. Try to clean this color off the brush. Got a lot of that color on this brush. Okay. Now, the blue. Start with a small one again. Okay. Now that curves around. We do actually have white on here. It's just hard to see it. That's what it does right there. Okay. Cute. Okay, good. Thank you. Then blue is here. Okay. Sure it's showing up good. You know, I guess this would be cute if you were Ursula or maybe Medusa. Although Medusa wasn't an octopus. Those look like an octopus with suctions on it. But you could adapt it to be Medusa, I guess. Oh, it's much prettier with the blue. Much, much prettier. Okay. And then this one. Okay. Oh, look at that. If I pull it apart, you can't see the pink in there. That's hilarious. Okay, we can blend it. My skin folds there. We go. Hello. Crinkles. Go away, please. Where'd you come from? Did not used to be there. Like I say, yeah, I think your skin keeps growing or something. They don't fit anymore. Okay, and we're gonna go around. Yeah, we'll fix it with that. Okay. Going around. Oh, that's cute. The little girly cute. Ta-da! Okay, there's that. You'll be right back. Okay. Now, next. She has a little bit of dark blue. Try this brush. And this dark blue is called Cola. And it's that one right there I'm going to try. And it's just like on the edge here. I wonder if that's dark enough to show. Yeah. If I get enough on there, it is. Okay, it goes to about here. I like the color definition here. Okay, there's that one. This one has some here. It's like making a shadow. Okay. A little over here. Boy, it's hard to get that to go on top of it. That actually isn't very dark anyway in that spot. So I'm not going to fight to get it there. This goes all the way down. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much all of that one. And then this one is also on the outside. A little wider at the top. All the way down the side. You could just leave all this part off, but I think it really helps the dimension of it. Helps it show up, like there's a definite line. Not just a blur of color. Yes, it does go all the way around. Okay. It's easier to, like, when you're doing this, to just look at one part at a time. It's like all I'm doing now is dark outline. Rather than look at the whole thing. I just filled in the hole. I didn't want to do that. That's all right. I gotta fill it in with a different color anyway. All right. All right, so like now we have that part done. Yep, that's pretty much that. Okay. Now, kind of pretty. Let's see, next, I think I'm gonna do, if you look here, see how she has like a dark, kind of a rust color shadow? Let's see if I can do that. What matches? Oh, that matches it. Okay, this color. This color is called, you know, there's actually a color in here called Halloween. How about that? I don't want to use that one though. Okay, this one's called Boutique. I have no idea why they call this color Boutique. But it's that one right there. And this one right here is called Halloween. But it's a shimmery one. I use it, and it's what she has there is not shimmer. Okay, so we're going to use Boutique. It's kind of rust. And she has it under here. So this is supposed to look like a dark shadow on the skin. That's why it's kind of like a tan. It's supposed to look like your skin is dark here. Welcome back, Michelle. Okay, where I gotta go here. Now let's continue where I was. It's an unexpected color to put in here. Okay. Come on, I want more there. It doesn't want to do more. Now, the key to this one is, I gotta find something to do it with. Is it's blurred. It's like soft on the edge. And my hair is so in the way. I don't know if you can see it that well, but just at the chest. Okay, now let's do this one. Do I have more over there? I do not. Okay. So we have it. This one actually is above it a little. That part is not blurred for some reason. Not the above one. That's too far out. There. Okay. Then we're going to go under. And down this side. Okay. Then really only blurred down here. So it makes it a little more shadowy looking. It's supposed to. All right. It's only on that side. Okay, so then this one, we have a lot up here. Can hear the car going down the road because I have my window open behind me. I'm like, boy, that was loud. I'm like, oh yeah, my window's open. First time I ever opened my windows when it got cooler when I got the cats. the traffic was so much louder. They freaked out. They were over by the window and they just started running through the house like, ah! And I'm like, oh, it's just the window. It's just the window. They were so scared. Like, no, they're not coming in now. I'm sorry. It's okay. They wouldn't go near the window for days. Even though I didn't have it open anymore. I'm like, seriously? You're scared? Because they hear traffic all the time. It's just not that loud. Alright, this doesn't go to the very bottom. But it goes like to the lid. So we'll continue down to the lid. And this, I think I'm actually going to use this little brush, maybe. Let's see what happens. This isn't blurred as light as the other. It's going to blur the edge. Okay, and it's really not further down. Interesting. I think I'm going to get this and still blur a little bit of that. Looks a little funky. It's going to look funky anyway. All right, so let's get back one little bit more here. This does help it really show up better. Look at this pink. This pink is a little, well, it shows up pretty well, I think. And this is another one that is not a straight line. It's a little jaggedy. Definitely the easiest to draw. Jaggedy, crooked line. If you want to do your something different you've never tried before, get something that's all crooked and jagged lines, unstraight, and hey, you can't mess up. This goes up to the pink, okay, which is here. The thing about drawing something kind of different, it's kind of like you did that on purpose. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right. Then I've got to go over here. And add a little on the outside of the blue here too. This is where I accidentally filled it in, then I need to do something different anyway. Okay. Then we have the dark up under here. Oh, that's kind of blue. That's pretty much it for that color. Okay, let's get this brush. I'm going to blend one more time. Alright. I really like having a pattern to follow. It gives me an idea of what to do. So let's check again. This is where we're at. And even though it looks more red, that's because the ink in the printer printed it more red, but it actually was this color in online. More of a pinky pink, not a red. So that's why I went ahead and stuck with this color, because I liked it better. Okay, the one thing I'm missing is the color of my skin in that swirl, because I accidentally went over it. So let's find, ooh, like maybe that brush. and foundation, and we can put that back in it. I'm gonna make sure I get enough on here. There we go. Putting it on and taking it back off. Yeah, there we go. The other thing is, it needs to kind of be under there too. All right, that's better. Okay. Now we have all kind of whiteness on this. So let's go back to, do I have any other color for eyeshadow? I don't think I do, except for I'm going to do it on the lips. Let's get, where's that other little brush I had? Here it is. And it's foundation. Let's go to the little one. I'm starting with the little one first, because, you know, then it doesn't feel so overwhelming. It's not so much to do, just this little one. And she has like these highlighted streaks in here. It's kind of like dashes. Looks like polka dots. Then on the pink side, we have, oh boy, that's not going to be easy to do. We have what looks like little donuts. This is supposed to be like the suction cups. Okay, you can sort of see that, but these are tiny, and I don't think I have a brush this tiny. This one's just kind of give you the idea. Maybe the bigger one we can do better. I'm trying to, it's more like ovals. It's very hard because it picks up the pink. And then it contaminates the color. Just wipe it off in between each one here. Now she's got even smaller circles than this on that one. But oh well. I would need like some little micro brush thing or something. And you need a relatively stiff one. Most little brushes that would be that small, they'd be so soft. Yeah, I need a stick. I don't know what she used to do hers. There. Now, let's try the big area. Boy, it's hard to get it on there. It doesn't want to come off the brush onto the powder. That is my challenge. That one turned out pretty good. Okay. Okay. I'll show it to you again. This is what I am tinting. She may have used actual paint, like face paint. And I don't have face paint. I'm using makeup. You can see the circles though. That was you, okay. That's a big one. That's a big circle. I'm going to invade, what's it called? Sea of Thieves, and be the Kraken. I am the Kraken. Release the Kraken. I don't know, does the Kraken look like this? I don't know what it looks like. Isn't it like a big squid or something? Alright, when I get to the brow, the brow is not cooperating. That's okay. We'll just pretend it is. That was a big giant. It actually is a big giant one on hers too. The one on her brow, she probably said that too. Oh my gosh. And just made it bigger. Hi Diane. I am good. How are you? Okay. So then we have another one here. Another one here. And it doesn't look like she went further down on the eyelid. Ooh, my eye's watering though. Calm down, eye. You're fine. Now, I could go in under. What's that? The tide is high and I'm going under. That's not exactly how that goes, but it's something like that. Because I'm a octopus. Definitely one of the most interesting ones I've done. This is why this is squiggly, because it's supposed to be these little suction things. That's why this edge is squiggly. I'm trying to kind of put them in where the squiggles are. Okay. Alright, we still got to know. She has smaller ones here. Okay. Good thing, because there's not much room there. I think my brush is getting pinker and pinker and pinker. Let me clean that off. Okay. I'm getting to have pale pink little suction things. Alright, now it looks much more like an octopus than what it did, doesn't it? I'm going to put some over there. Kind of cool. Now, I've got all of this on here. We're going to take our powder and our brush. I cannot believe this is not running all over the place because my eye is watering so bad. It's not. I think it just doesn't like all this stuff on there. Plus, since most of this is not limelight, I think my eye is not as happy with that. Okay, you know what I did not do? I didn't do the dashes and the highlights on blue. Okay, so let's do that. What was I using? Yeah, I was using this. Oh. I'm seriously going to have tears running in a minute here. Okay, so we have... I think it has a lot to do with the fact, too, that I'm not blinking a lot because I'm trying to keep my eyes open and see what I'm doing. Some of these highlights are a lot fatter than I want them. There, that's a little better. It's hard to do with this brush. and skin that moves. That little dash there. That dash is up here. A little highlighting there. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna have to live with that right there. Oh, I didn't want a big blob there. Wanted it to be a... I apparently had a lot more on that spot than I realized. The places I want it big, I'm getting it little, and the place I want it little, I'm getting it big. So we're going to just pretend that's the way we did it on purpose, right? On purpose. Then we got to do this one. You don't know that I didn't do it on purpose? You don't even know if I did it different, unless I told you, right? This one has quite a bit of white on it. This will probably too skinny. Okay, there we go. That's not bad at all. Compared to what it is here. So pretty white right here. Alright. Then we're going to put a lot on there right there. Okay, then let's do some more. A spot there. There. Oh, okay, yay. Look forward to that. Is that coming up any minute now? I know they said he was flying there. Okay. Well, that's chunky. I don't want that chunky. There we go. We have kind of streaks here in the middle. One there. One there. Okay. I think we're pretty good here. Except for lips. All right, let's get some more since I did these others. Powder. You want to set that foundation I just put on there. And the outside here. Now comes the, let's see if we can make blue lips. All right, I want to start, I'm trying to think of what I want to start with. I think I'm going to start with this foundation. And I'm going to take this brush, using my concealer brush, I'm going to paint my lips. I don't have lipstick this color. Although, especially Halloween, you could get lipstick this color, I'm sure. Very cute. Thank you. You can't draw stick people. Okay. Now, she just has a really dark outline. Oh, that's supposed to be dark blue. I'm going to use a liner I have called Grape. I have no lips now. They're gone. You want to know how old is this cover? Just dealing with the old lady problems. Oh. I'm glad you're good. Yes, those are fun. Okay. I don't want to be an old lady. Alright, now. I'm going to use this one called Grape. And it's really, really, really dark purple. It looks almost black. It's almost a brownish purple. And I'm going to outline lips. See how dark that is? I think hers is outline of dark navy blue, but I don't have any. I guess I could have used my eyeliner. I do have a navy blue eyeliner. too late. I actually got blue over here. I don't want blue over there. Try to get it even. I thought it was even, but I looked at it and I was like, that's not even. It's not even close. Oh, we're just not going to be even. Apparently my lips are crooked. Here. Now they're straight. Alright, so now we're going to take... This is like a shiny metallic. That's metallic blue. I think I'm going to try... I get this thing open again. This one is a metallic looking blue. How dark is that? Oh, that's... Is that going to be too dark? I think I'm going to put the light on first. Okay, so I'm going to start with the one that matches this. And then I'm going to use this other one called Escape. And it has some shimmer in it. That one right there. So we're going to take the brush, wherever it may be. I have so many brushes here and I don't know where they are. Okay, let's use that one. So first we're going to hit this on. I'm not going to go to the outside because it's darker. It's called an ombre lip. It means it has dark on the outside corners and it's lighter in the center. And it's also, she really has some highlight in it, in the center. We're going to get to that. Okay, there's that one. That blue. Then we're going to use this other one called Escape with the shimmer. That is not dark enough. So I'm actually going to use this all over. Because that's her, like what she has, I think. I'm going to go to this one called Cola. You can really see that that's purple. So I'm going to go on top of the eyeliner, or the lip liner. Wow. That's metallic blue. Woo! Okay. Now I'm going to take that Cola darker one, which is the one I did the outline of that with, and do that in the outside corner. Let's see what that does. That looking darker? Not sure it's showing up. Let's keep trying. I think it's a little darker, yeah. Airhead eyeshadow on your lips. Works. If you put either concealer or foundation on them first. Because it locks it in. Right. That's not too bad. Oh, that's pretty, actually. That's a pretty color. That's just crazy on your lips. I'm going to go back to that shimmer one. No, yeah. No, yeah, no. This is me winging it. This is what we're doing. Do I want to do that? Yeah, no, yeah. That's what that means. But what I want to do, I love it, like the lips are my favorite, is I'm going to go to this color, which is the darkest one I have, called Midnight Navy. This is almost black. That, I'm going to put in the early corners here. Yep. There you go. Thank you. Looks like the pick. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's dark. Okay. Like, seriously, these are turning out a lot. Looks like a jewel tone. A lot prettier than I expected. I thought it was going to be hideous. It's actually not. Okay, I'm back to the shimmer on top, just to get the shimmer. I'm going a little wild going outside the lines. Okay. Now, but you see what's missing? It's that light in the middle. So, you want to see how to do that? That's the best part. I'm trying to make sure so I don't have color on my hands. You're going to take your lightest concealer. This is concealer 0. That one right there. You put it on your finger. And you're going to tap. That's there. To get a highlight. Look at that. Ooh. There you go. But I've never done it. But okay, I mean, I could have just done these lips and been happy. I still don't want to lose the shimmer since I have all the shimmer everywhere else. I'm going back to this white with shimmer. There's the shimmer. Oh, you know what I should do? Ooh. That'll be, ooh, okay. That's white. And here's what I wanted. Let's see if I can find where I have this. I have highlighters. That's what I should use, so the highlighters. Look at that. That's what I need. Okay, so I'm going to use the lightest one. Because it has a lot of shimmer in it. That's the shine. Oh yeah, there's your metallic. I don't think I've enjoyed doing a lips in such in a long time. It's just like, okay, know it. That looks like metal. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think mine look better than hers. Not really. Just fuller lips than I do. You know, when they always have fuller lips. But you know, you can just draw them and make them look fuller. Okay, now, you know what I did not do at all? Ooh, I didn't do that. I could do that. She has a lot of black. She has big lashes, but she has a lot of black on her eye that I didn't do. So let's get the black. I do not have, oh, she has fake lashes on. So say my eyelashes are not that long. Neither are hers. Neither are hers. Well, it's just fake. So we're going to get black eyeshadow. A little brush. And it goes like pretty high. And I'm just going to fill that in. There you go. In the midst of all that blue. Yeah, that's what I did. That's actually kind of cool looking. I really like that. I guess she... didn't do it quite as big on the outside on the other eye, I don't think. But it does have it on there. Get it all the way in. I think that's going to look crazy if you don't do them same. It may just be how that picture looks. It's because of the octopus leg being there. But I have a lot bigger space here than she does, so I can do them the same. Oh, wow. That really fixes that. I don't look like I have naked eyelashless eyes now. So it gives the illusion of lashes. Gosh, I want to do this every day. Just the black. Because look at the, they really look like, you know, and I was like just sort of whacking at this. I wasn't even trying that hard. And I'm like, whoa, it's pretty. Now look at the angle that's giving my eyes. Exotic. Okay. Now, the final touch. Setting spray. And then you have to put this on your lips too. And one bite, it's going to be gone, probably. But, so if you're going to do this for Halloween, you still can't eat or drink. Or lick. Or drool. Or anything. But I'm mostly doing this. I should put on my fake lashes, yeah. But now it looks like I have them. Almost. That black. That really lifted that look. There you go. Really kind of cool. Best part right there. Okay, so now that we have our little octopus face woman, look, I have an octopus coming out of my face. Now let's read our little devotion for the week. All right, let's see, I think we read, yes, I read that one. Oh, thank you very much, Michelle, thank you. All right, so this is Beth Moore, praying God's Word day by day. And this is one where she makes a statement and then she has a prayer. And the prayer is taken from different verses of the Bible. And this prayer is taken from Psalm 84:11, Hebrews 10 and 23, and Isaiah 59, or 58, rather, 9 through 10. Isaiah is an awesome book. I love Isaiah. Thank you very much. Great job. Thank you, Holly. All right, here we go. It says, none of us consistently glorify God in everything we say and do, but we can still experience genuine liberation in Christ. I think she's saying in that we're not perfect, but we can still have freedom. And here is the prayer. You, the Lord my God, are my sun and shield. You, Lord, bestow favor and honor. No good thing do you withhold from those whose walk is blameless. Lord, I can't claim a blameless walk, but I ask you to please empower me to walk with you faithfully and to never cease pursuing it. Help me, Lord, to hold unswervingly to the hope I profess. For you who promised are faithful. If I do away with the yoke of oppression, with the pointing finger and malicious talk, and if I spend myself in behalf of the hungry and satisfy the needs of the oppressed, then light will rise in the darkness and my night will become like noonday. There's a couple of things I got out of this. One, to me, there's a fine line between, like where this says, for those of you whose walk is blameless. There's one extreme and the other. There's one extreme that says, I have to try to be perfect to please God, which none of us are perfect. We can't be perfect. And then there's the other extreme that says, well, since I can't be perfect, I'm not even going to try. And I don't think that's right either. I think what she said in here is what we are to do. You empower me to walk with you faithfully and to never cease pursuing it, meaning the blamelessness, the perfection. We are pursuing it. We're not going to achieve it in this life, but you should always be trying. Now, that is not how you get to heaven, of course, but we should, once we have accepted Christ as our Savior, which is the only way we get to heaven, but we should be pursuing a blameless walk. There is a verse in the Bible that says, always reaching for the mark. You're always trying your best to do what you believe will please God. Knowing we're going to not be perfect in this life, but we should be pursuing it. And the other thing that I loved in this, when it says, a light will rise in the darkness. That's where we are. I don't know if you've heard this. I just saw this again on Fox News. They were saying there is a great rise in people pursuing God and pursuing going to church, buying. There's a big rise in the purchase of Bibles. There's a big rise in the attendance of church. Mainly, and this is so exciting to me, mainly in young men. Because the young men are going to be the leaders of the home, the fathers of children. Not the women are important, because they are, because then you're also a leader in your home. But when you have it in the order that God has put it, where the man is the head of the home, he's supposed to be the spiritual head of the home. And if he is the strong spiritually, then his family, he's leading his family to be strong spiritually. And if he doesn't have a family, he's leading those who are his friends, or who are acquainted with him, or who admire him. You always have somebody that's looking at you and saying, either, oh, I don't want to be like that, or they're saying, I do want to be like that. And you can decide, are you doing things that people say, I want to have a walk with God like he or she does. I want to go to church like he or she does. I want to be reading my Bible like he or she does. I want to be praying like he or she does. Or could they, thank you, how are you doing, Kathy? And they can be looking at you as a good example, even though we're not supposed to follow people. But still, if they are pointing to Christ, though, you can then look, where are they looking? Oh, they're looking to God. They're looking to Christ. So, and it's making sure I don't have blue teeth. I'm looking around. Do I look like I have blue teeth? No, it's a reflection. It's just a reflection. It kind of looks like I have blue teeth. But I like that if this is happening, and we're seeing start and beginning of revival, and the start of growing of spiritual lives. If young men are starting it, and young women are starting it, those are the leaders that are coming up. And if they are pursuing God and pursuing Christ and pursuing spiritual things, that is going to be awesome. And we're going to get that revival we've all prayed decades for. And I am looking forward to that. And that is the light in the darkness. And those who walk, there's a verse in the Bible that says, those who walk in darkness, that's probably what that is in Isaiah. Those who walk in darkness have seen a great light. And the light is not us, the light is Christ. But we are the vessel. And if they look at you, do they see the light of him in you? Do they see the light in their darkness? The light is not you. The light is in you. And there's a song called Glow in the Dark. I did a thing on this a long time ago when I was playing the piano and stopped doing those. A song called Glow in the Dark that has this line. Because you might say, oh, well, I'm just not, I failed. I have failed. I'm not in good shape. I've done so many things wrong. I've done this. I've done that. The line in this song says, the more broke you are, as in cracked and broken like a vessel, the more broke you are, the more the light shines through. The more cracks you have, the more breaks, the more splits, the more chunks broken off, the more broke you are, the more the light inside you shines through. Or whatever is inside you shines through. If there's darkness inside of you, that's what's going to show through. But if you're cracked open, what shines through? If you are a pot, just like Gideon had, if you are a clay pot or a clay pitcher, when those were broken open at the battle, God told him to put lanterns inside those pitchers, and then when you get to the enemy, break them all open, and all of a sudden the light's shone everywhere. And they thought there were just thousands of people there, and there were only 300. If you are the clay pot, if you're broken open, will the light of Christ shine through? And the more broken you are, the more his light will shine through. So you are never too broken. The more broken you are, the more light will shine through. And I thought that was such a neat thing to think, that you're not too broken. It's not too bad. You just got to have the light in you, and then it will show to others, and they will see light in the darkness. And that's all I have for you today. I hope that was a blessing to you. This is always fun to do Halloween time. I hope you have a very blessed day. Until next week, we're going to do this again with another look. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but something else for Halloween. Until then, may you have a very blessed day and go be amazing. Bye.